Welcome, you guys, to the 8th episode of Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. I am your host, Raging Ginger. Along with me today is my co-host, Mr. Pegasus. Pegasus, how are you, buddy?
I found the true meaning of happiness because I ate a cookie dipped in pudding.
Was it vanilla pudding?
It was vanilla pudding, actually.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which I don't think there could be a better segue into. This is not a joke, by the way. This is not a gag. The not-so-good news that since the last time you recorded, I have been diagnosed with diabetes.
Oh, no.
Which, by the way, before you yell at me about the cookie and the pudding, they were both sugar-free, okay?
Damn it, you beat me to it. But anyway, you guys, one quick thing I wanted to mention before we get into the show today. We want to apologize for the episode being delayed. A little bit of fourth wall break. We tried to record our episodes every Saturday night, and we are recording Sunday night. So we apologize for any inconvenience.
Can I tell this story? Is it going to be too much of a time take-up if I tell this story?
I don't think so. If you make a quick one, so we can get into the show.
Okay, so we did get together to record Saturday night, but I was at my grandma's house, and if I had gone to my grandma's house any other weekend in my entire life during the podcast, it would have been an instant podcast canceler, or at least he would have had to find a guest to replace me, because my grandma hasn't had Wi-Fi in 6 years since my grandpa was alive and was using a computer. And she finally got Wi-Fi because she got her husband a iPad for Christmas. His birthday, rather. And I come over, I set up his iPad, everything's great. I'm like, oh, cool, now I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. Hold on a second. I keep disconnecting and reconnecting. So I call Spectrum customer service. Spectrum never ceases to amaze me. I think I've talked to Spectrum customer service more than I've talked to anyone else in my life.
Wow.
Anyway, so they tell me that the router they gave my grandparents that they bought, that they got their service last week, has known firmware issues, where it'll keep resetting its own firmware. Then why did you give them that one? They just got their service a week ago.
Damn.
So yeah, that screwed us over, and we had to delay the recording. I tried to make it, but we just couldn't do it.
So I'm going to bust my ass tomorrow to get this edited and uploaded so you guys can listen to it Tuesday. But
podcast. Hopefully me and my co-host can get Cowabunga Cast episode 1 out soon.
Yeah, that would be nice. But let's go ahead and jump into the show today, folks. We got a lot to talk about.
Woo!
But first, gotta make a quick phone call, so we will be right back.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
And welcome back to our new segment, you guys. We got...
Woo!
Yeah, so you can just hear the bundle of enthusiasm from Mr. Pegasus.
No, I'm just happy and enthusiastic and jazzed because 1, we're recording the podcast, we're doing it, and I'm determined. And 2, I just ate a cookie dipped in pudding, so I'm happy.
But first story I wanted to bring up, EA is currently under a criminal investigation in Belgium for refusing to modify their FIFA loot boxes.
Okay. I guess I understand in a way how they're gambling, but I thought the definition of gambling was like, you bet on something, and you do a thing. Like, I didn't know paying money for something that comes up randomly counts as gambling.
Well, you don't know exactly what you're going to get, so in that manner I can see the elements of gambling. And the Belgian government reportedly has launched said investigation into EA, and it was reported by the Dutch publication Metro. The game that EA was told that was needed to modify to reach, the new law, it was FIFA 18. as it is not transparent what items players will receive in the Ultimate Team Packs or loot boxes. And I'm pulling this all from IGN, by the way.
EA is behind Overwatch as well, right? Am I wrong?
No, that's Blizzard.
Oh. Because I know Overwatch.
And in response, the EAC CEO Andrew Wilson said during an he had stated that they do not consider the FIFA 18 loot boxes to be a form of gambling, and that EA is always thinking about its players and how to deliver these types of experiences in a transparent, fun, and fair, balanced way.
In a transparent, fun, and fair way that involves you giving us all of your money.
Right. So,
Shinji, real brief side tangent. Have you ever seen the YouTube video animation "If EA Owned Yu-Gi-Oh"?
Yes, I've seen that. That's hilarious.
Kaiba buying a loot box in the middle of a match.
Which worse, Yugi? I drew my credit card. Okay, but next one. Obviously, we reported on last episode that the Nintendo Direct was delayed due to the earthquake in Hokkaido, Japan. But we recently just had this said Nintendo Direct, Mr.
Final Fantasy,
Pegasus.
Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasy forever.
We'll get there. First things first, and I'm pulling all of this at heavy.com, by the way, just kind of like a brief point of the Direct so I can get it to you guys. First title that I wanted to mention, Luigi's Mansion 3, has been announced for Nintendo Switch and is coming out sometime in 2019. Cannot wait for that. I am ecstatic.
Can I just point out that this Nintendo Direct, I think, revealed like one original new game. And like, I guess two, because of Game Freak's new RPG Town, which I think looks really good, by the way.
Yes, it does. And
this is very RPG heavy, especially like I said before, they announced like 6 Final Fantasy games.
Oh, we'll get there, Pegasus. Next one, Kirby's Epic Yarn, which was originally released for the Nintendo Wii, is being ported to the Nintendo 3DS in the new name of Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. This version comes with more power-ups, minigames, and devilish mode where Kirby must outrun a demon.
Because I've always wanted the Wii version, I've always wanted to play it, and now it's on the 3DS, which is going to be much more convenient for me. I'm getting it. It's happening.
And next, we have Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, plus Bowser Jr. Story is coming to Nintendo 3DS on January 11th, 2019.
That Bowser Jr.'s Adventure thing looked really weird. It looked cool, but it looked weird.
And how I mentioned Luigi's Mansion 3 that's coming out for the Switch, the original Luigi's Mansion that came out on the GameCube is being ported to the 3DS on October 12th.
My friend Jason, actually, who edits my YouTube videos and made the logo for this podcast, really wants us to both buy Luigi's Mansion
because
for the 3DS so we can play it co-op. Yeah.
Because there is a complete co-op mode that you can play with other players.
By the way, I don't know if you've ever, like, formally on the show thanked Jason for that logo. It's, like, probably the coolest logo I've ever seen. Thank you for making that for me, buddy.
Yes, thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. The next one, and this is a bunch of bullet points, you guys. Splatoon 2 is getting a 4.0 version update, a new stage based on a Japanese temple, as well as new weapons and specials. And next one I wanted to talk about, Mario Tennis Aces will welcome Birdo, Shy Guy, Koopa Patrupa, and Petey Piranha as playable characters.
I think Paratroopa and Petey Piranha look really cool.
The next big one I also wanted to mention is New Super Mario Bros. U is being remastered for the Switch in the form of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
I'm pissed. You know why I'm pissed?
And new Luigi Bros. U is also being bundled into the game.
You know why I'm pissed, Gingy?
Why is that?
I wanted New Super Mario for the Switch. I wanted it. But you know what I really wanted more than anything in the world? I just want New Super Mario with online co-op. God damn it. That's all I want in life. And I was so, like, hyped, like, we're gonna get it. Finally, we're gonna get it. And then nope.
And now I wish we could have mentioned this during our Yoshi episode, but the untitled, rumored Yoshi Switch game has now released its official name. The new Yoshi game is called Yoshi's Crafted World, and that game will be coming in 2019.
Oh, it looks so pretty and good.
Oh, yes, it does. It looks very pretty. And a few new Switch bundles have also been announced. We are getting a Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu Switch bundle. And we are also getting a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate bundle.
If I get a job and I stay for Switch, I'm getting a Let's Go bundle, because that Switch looks great.
Well, there's also the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate bundle as well. And they look gorgeous, you guys. Like, it doesn't do us justice. It doesn't do the bundles justice just by talking about it. Go look it up.
I want to Switch with an Eevee and a Pikachu on the back. That's sweet. I'm getting that. And I'll get the Let's Go Eevee bundle.
And then, as Pegasus has interrupted me multiple times, we are getting a bunch of Final Fantasy games on the Switch. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, World of Final Fantasy Maxima, Chobo's Mystery Dungeon, everybody, Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, Final, God damn it. Too many finals. Anyway, yes, a bunch of Final Fantasy games are also coming out to the Switch.
One of the guests I approached to do next week's episode, I was going to talk about Final Fantasy with that guest, and I wish that guest had said yes, because I totally would have made you call that episode Final Fantasy.
Final. But I do realize that you wanted to say something, Pegasus, in regards to the Smash thing. You have the floor, sir.
Let me set the stage for you. So, this entire Nintendo Direct is hype because it's happening in Smash year. So everybody's like, Smash, Smash, Smash. I was in the YouTube live stream and the chat's like, where's Smash? Where's Smash? The whole time. But he's like, oh, Gino's gonna be in Smash. Oh, Crash Bandicoot. Oh, and Incineroar, Ken, all these, like, things that you would think would be in Smash Brothers, right? Like, legitimate, like, oh, that'd be cool. We get to the end of the Direct, after all the spotlights, and they're like, there's one more thing to talk about. Enjoy. And everybody's like, Smash? Smash?
Smash.
Smash? Smash?
Smash?
And then Animal Crossing shows up. It's Isabelle in her office doing Animal Crossing stuff things.
Oh my god.
And we're like, it's a new Animal Crossing game. And she's just walking around. And then she says something that makes everybody question the intentions of this trailer. She says, the mayor's all busy over at Smash. And we're like, oh. And then, like, she keeps talking for a little while. And she gets a letter from the Pelican
No, it's Pelipper.
mailman.
We're getting an Animal Crossing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon crossover.
Speaking of that, let's get back to Final Fantasy for 1 second, because Chocobo Mystery Dungeon.
Yes.
How is Game Freak not sued?
I don't know, but continue on with your very descriptive.
So Isabelle gets a letter, and at that point, I think everybody knew the regrettable thing that we were about to witness. She opens the letter. She freaks out. A dialogue box shows up. They want me in Smash?
Oh, shit.
That's right. Isabelle. The one character that I don't think a single person in this world was expecting. But then, we get Tom Nook, and everybody's like, what the? Tom Nook Echo Fighter? Tom Nook? But then Tom Nook is like, we gotta make sure the town is all nice and fixed up for when Isabelle and the mayor get back. And then it's like, Animal Crossing Switch 2019.
Animal Crossing has also been confirmed for the Nintendo Switch coming in 2019.
Literally, when Tom Nook showed up, I don't think anybody was expecting Animal Crossing anymore. They just thought it was Smash. They're like, Tom Nook Echo Fighter? Oh my god!
That would have been hella hype. Just saying. But that mainly covers the Direct. I know we went through the bullet point list, so we may have missed a few things. I still recommend you guys.
Mega Man 11 demo.
Oh, well, yes, there's that as well. And that is
Town.
that.
We didn't talk about Town except when I briefly touched on it.
Oh yeah, Town is a RPG coming out for the Switch, I believe in 2019. That's made by Game Freak. And Game Freak is responsible for Pokemon.
And apparently, this entire RPG is going to take place in this one small village. I'm very interested.
I am too, to be honest. But final little story-free segment. And this is regarding Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Final segment I wanted to talk about, and this is in regards with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. During the newest episode of the Japanese variety show Pokenshi, there has been some exclusive footage that was revealed for Mew.
Spoiler.
During this footage, they have showcased Mew utilizing different moves. And the moveset so far that we know for Mew is Psychic, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, and Ice Beam.
But I mean, Mew can learn like literally everything.
Oh yeah. And in case you guys don't know, the only way that you can get Mew for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is if you get the Pokeball Plus.
Okay. Was there anything else, or was it just Mew?
No, it was just Mew, and I'm pulling this from Cerebi, by the way.
Damn it!
All right, sorry. Final news segment I wanted to talk about today, you guys, is Pokemon Go specifically. There's a bunch of events going on, but we know that Mewtwo is coming to raid battles. And I'm not talking about the EX raid battles. I'm specifically talking about, like the Tier 5 boss raids.
Mm-hmm.
Mewtwo is going to start November 20th, and we both know the moveset Shadow Ball and Hyper Beam will become exclusive moves to Mewtwo from EX raids. This takes effect from September 20th at 8 o'clock when Mewtwo hits raid battles, so you can still use the charge TMs to, change your Mewtwo's moves, but after that point in time, Shadow Ball and Hyper Beam will become, what do they call it? Exclusive, so that you won't be able to learn it normally after the said period. But that was kind of rambling, so I'm sorry about that, you guys. And we will go ahead and cut it there, and we will...
Did
I told Pegasus, you guys, a quick little question, and now he won't stop talking about it. Pegasus, did you know that in the year of 2018, this has been responsible for 5% of all divorces? Do you know what that is? Well, of course you know, because I told you.
Could it be Fortnite?
It is Fortnite. And it specifically is, addiction to video games. But yes, Fortnite was blamed for 5% of all divorces in 2018.
That is the most glorious statistic I've ever heard in my life.
All right, you guys, that is it for the news. We're going to cut it there and jump into what we have played this week. We will be right back.
I again forgot that topic that segment existed.
Gotta get it memorized, buddy. And welcome back to our second segment, you guys, where we talk about what we've played this last week. Pegasus, what have you been up to, sir?
Let's see. Oh, so this week I did start my own little Nuzlocke run that I'm doing on my own time that's pretty fun and interesting.
Oh?
I started a Pokemon... I started a Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke run with an additional rule. I am not allowed to make any changes to my party unless something dies. So the first 6 Pokemon that I caught, I am stuck with until one of them dies.
Oh, wow, that's a good idea.
Which in turn means I have 3 flying types on my team right now. I have a Butterfree, a Zubat, and a Pidgeotto.
Gets swept by Lieutenant Zurge.
Well, no, I have Eradicate with Dig. I'll be fine.
Damn.
I also have a Nidoqueen, so yeah, Surge won't be that much of an issue. I'm actually kind of like, okay, you get Fly before Erica, so I'm not nervous for Erica, I guess, but like, I don't think any of the flying types I had would get a flying type moves naturally before Erica. The only thing they'll have is Fly from the HM chick.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, there's that. I played a little bit of probably the worst game I've ever played. Which is funny, is because it's based on one of my favorite superheroes. It's like one of the only video games ever created based on this superhero, The Flash. There was a GBA game released that was based on like the Justice League cartoon series called Justice League Heroes The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be the worst game I've ever laid eyes on. Like,
why is that?
You have to see this game to believe it. The combat is super clunky, the graphics are bad. The Flash says the same thing every time he gets knocked down, which is like in 3 hits. He's like, watch it! Every time he falls down.
Wow.
And in slightly less bad licensed superhero games for the Game Boy Advance, I've been playing the Spider-Man movie game, which was released for the Game Boy Advance.
Nice.
And it's a fun beat-em-up game that has nothing to do with the movie in terms of its plot. But I had it as a kid, and I remember it really well, except I don't remember it that well, because I could have sworn it was Spider-Man 3 that I had as a kid. But no, it was Spider-Man 1. It's really fun, and a little exclusive, because it probably won't be released for a couple of weeks, so a little exclusive for those of you who follow my YouTube channel. I recorded the first part of a Let's Play of that game, which, since Jason has a backlog, probably won't be up for the next couple of weeks.
It's not bad.
Other than that, I played a little bit of Turtles in Time, like I've been doing all the time forever. And yeah, I think that's about it.
All right. I haven't, played much this week, besides Pokemon Go. Trying to work on my Celebi. Thanks to our guest DJ, I've actually been playing Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
I want to play it. I want to buy it. It's like, I have a list of
$20.
PS3 games I want to pick up, which is like the Arkham series, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, the Fallout games
And now
that are on
Infamous.
PS3. That's the list of games that I want for my PS3 right now.
You forgot Infamous, Pegasus.
Oh yeah, Infamous, crap. The Infamous games too. If I ever
And yeah,
somehow
actually
get, like,
a little bit of a fourth wall break, if you want to call it that. Today, I've actually played a lot of Pokemon Go because I decided to take a walk around the local lake. And that took me about 2.5 hours to walk around the entire thing. And I played Pokemon Go the entire time. So, exercise. But I've also played Legend of Soulguard. Yes, just a Jurassic World Alive update. I am still essentially taking a hiatus break from it. Because I'm still frustrated at the whole PvP thing. I've also
you know what mobile games made me think about real quick? Putzing around with my grandma's husband's iPad. Maybe remember how much I miss iPads? I cannot wait for you to send me that iPad.
Yeah, I know that. And then the one game I've played this last week that has me hooked, I cannot stop playing it, is called Pogo Cat.
I quit?
Pogo Cat is a game where you are a cat, and you are on a pogo stick, and you have to jump as far as you can. And then if your cat hits the ground, it's game over, you restart.
What about Bacon the game?
That has not come out yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot it hasn't released yet.
No, and then there's also been an app called the Bacon Game, and I will tweet an image of it so you guys can see it.
You
But-
did tweet an image of it
Did I?
on your personal Twitter. You did.
Oh, then I will share it on the show Twitter. But
And
that
then I responded to it, and I'm like, we have a topic for an episode now. I swear to you, we will do a Bacon the game episode.
that we will, you guys. You just wait. So if the developers of the Bacon Game are listening, cough, cough, wink, wink. Come on, you guys. I'll advertise your app. But anyway,
you don't even have to pay us. You just have to send us like a package of bacon each.
Do it. I like Maplewood. But all bacon aside, that has been my week. So let's go ahead and cut it here, you guys, and we will jump into our topic. We will be right back. Welcome to our final segment, you guys, where we will generally pick a topic from anywhere under the video game sun, and we will discuss it. Pegasus, what are we talking about today?
I didn't catch you not saying that before. You caught yourself before I could catch you.
What are we talking about today, sir?
Okay, you see now I'm reading the picture. I'm reading the piece of paper, the real actual piece of paper that I'm not making up with the topic. And I think we might have done the wrong intro. Hold on, let me fix this. Hello and welcome to an Arceus We Trust, a Pokemon friendly.
Wrong one there, buddy.
But it says, okay, anyway, that's just my gag. So we're going to be talking about our thoughts on Let's Go. Now, generally, this would have been a topic that I'd suggest to Cameron rather than Gingy. But the boy, despite we having confirmation that he is alive and well, is still AWOL. And I want to talk about my thoughts on Let's Go. So we're doing it on this show.
Yep, I can say that I am legitimately excited for this game. I mean, we both know that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they have already stated it's not for the hardcore Pokemon players, that these games are more for the beginners. And especially because I can see, because they want to try to pull some of the numbers from Pokemon Go into the main series.
Oh, ba ba ba.
But no, I can generally say I'm excited for it. What are your thoughts so far, Pegasus?
Oh, we're starting with me first.
I know, lady first. I mean, excuse me.
So, let me just give you a statistic here. I am 70% hyped as hell, and I'm 30%. What the fuck, Game Freak?
Well, I mean, we both know already that the title for Pokemon that's coming out in 2019 is for us veteran players.
Okay, yeah, but like, I understand they're trying to pull an audience for Pokemon Go. But like, okay, let me get into like the good things first, because I like to start with the positive. Walking with Pokemon is back. Oh my god,
I'm gonna ride
it's
my
finally back.
Arcanine all over Kanto.
Yeah, and you get to ride the bigger Pokemon, which is absolutely sweet.
I will say though, on that note, poor Caterpie.
Aww.
I can only imagine what Weedle is gonna do.
I can only imagine what Slowpoke's gonna do.
Or that Metapod or Kakuna.
Dude, Slowpoke is just gonna be like on like the end of your screen at all times. Anyway, so yeah, Pokemon following you back, you can ride the bigger ones. That's awesome. The gameplay and trainer battles looks just like it's always looked, and it's beautiful and it's in high definition. It's great. Let's get into the bad. This is a good and bad in the same thing. Like, this is something that is good, but it could be better. They've added co-op to Pokemon Let's Go.
That they have.
Another player, they can pick up a controller and play with you. Now, the one thing that confuses me about this is you have two Pokemon on the screen, the one that you're controlling, the one your friend's controlling. Why doesn't that convert the battles to double battles? It's so overpowered to be 2 against 1.
But I mean, I can say for this alone, I'm excited for it, so I can get my son to start playing.
Yeah, but like, I feel like at least trainers with more than 2 Pokemon should be converted to double battles.
I mean, we haven't seen that part yet. I mean, that's still a possibility.
No, we've seen a trainer battle with a team up,
Well,
and it's 2v1.
right, but it hasn't been confirmed or denied about double battles.
Maybe there's a setting. That's what I hope. I doubt it, because it doesn't seem like the kind of thing Game Freak would do. But I hope there's a setting to make co-op all double battles. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of my grievances. The other grievance that I have, the main one, there are requirements before you walk into a gym, which
Yeah, I don't
most
like
of
that.
them are, you have to have a super effective type Pokemon before you walk in.
I can
That
understand that
ruins the
to
whole
a
point.
point. I can understand that to a point with new players. I entirely understand. But the point of the gym is to challenge you.
That's the kind of thing you're supposed to piece together in your brain between, like, what you see in battle and, like, the little tidbits NPCs give you. Like, this is good against this. You're like, wait a minute. So if I use this against this, it's good. And then you have that click in your brain, and that's part of the fun of Pokemon. They don't need to jam it down your throat.
I
To
keep
the
telling
point where you
myself
can't
that
even...
this is for the new players specifically, not specifically us.
Well, you know what? They're trying to appeal to kids, and that's the whole thing that everybody's telling me. Pokemon as a whole is supposed to appeal to kids. Every single entry in Pokemon was made for children, but yet it's still good.
All right, so here's a question that I want to ask. Who is your number one most hype Pokemon to ride in Pokemon Let's Go
Rapidash.
Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee?
Rapidash.
There you go. Like I said before, I'm going to get an Arcanine as soon as I possibly can.
Okay, here's another good thing about Let's Go, because, like, I'm gonna need to ramble on for a bit if I want to fill in, like, my chunk of time for the podcast. Another good thing, the customization of your partner Pokemon is
Yes.
sweet. I love it. Here is what I want. We don't have exact confirmation that you can do this exact thing, but between different confirmations, I'm pretty sure it's possible. So your Eevee in Let's Go Eevee, he sits on your head all the time, forever, and it's great. And Pikachu has been confirmed to have a hoodie. What I really want is, I hope Eevee gets a hoodie, because I really want to have an Eevee in a hoodie on my head forever.
Oh.
That sounds like the best. Also, I can give Pikachu and Eevee fancy hairdos by petting them.
And do you know, one of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to is the compatibility between Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Pokemon Go. You know, how you can transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Go over to Let's Go. And I will say specifically, you know, you guys, it's the original 151 that can transfer over. Or
That actually brings me to another bad thing. Why the only original 151? Like, I understand in the campaign, yes. But why not in the post game? Why not just make it like every other game? In the beginning game, you can only find Kanto, but in the end game, there'll be some like Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh Pokemon in the wild. And if you want to complete your Pokedex National entirely, you have to use Pokemon Bank and let Pokemon go. But no, they just cut all the Pokemon. Like, you'd think they at least have all the generations that are in Pokemon Go so far.
Who knows? And then the other thing that I'm honestly hyped about is this brand new Pokemon that you are supposed to get from Pokemon Let's Go and transfer it over to Pokemon Go.
I forgot about that entirely. There's gonna be a new Pokemon. Do we have any additional information on it yet?
We do not.
Nothing.
Trust me, the moment we do, we are going to be talking about it.
Was there any Koro leaks about it?
Not yet.
Wow, not even Koro. Damn. That's mysterious.
And then then it works similar to Pokemon Go, with the capture mechanics and all that. So I kind of like that, and that'll be easy, honestly, to transition. For example, my son into playing video games is. Obviously, I'll get him that strap and strap it to his wrist so he doesn't throw the Joy-Con.
You better raise them right, boy. Start them early.
Damn straight. It's cute and adorable. A little side tangent. If I'm sitting down playing my Xbox 360 or playing the PS3, or now, thanks to my brother, Xbox One, he will sit there and because I have a 360 controller for Alex that has no battery pack, and he'll just sit there staring at the TV and just hit the buttons.
Aww.
It's adorable. But yeah, that's honestly the big thing that I'm looking forward to. Let's Go is a transition this kid into playing games.
Well, yeah, that is the thing. I do understand it's supposed to appeal to younger children, but the thing is, Pokemon Red and Blue came out. Children, young and old, played it, despite the fact that it wasn't handholdy. It wasn't like, here's how you do literally everything.
But it looks so gorgeous. It really does. I can say hype level right now.
Hold on, I want to see Pokemon just as a goof. I want to see Pokemon get to the point of handholdiness where the professor at the beginning teaches you how to EV train.
Ooh, that could be a potential topic for an Arceus We Trust. Cock off, wink, wink.
EV training? Yeah, if our host ever comes back.
We miss you, buddy. But the game aesthetically looks
This is a
beautiful.
strong word. Okay, go ahead.
The game looks absolutely stunning. The graphics, just everything. It looks smooth. God, hype level, dude. I can't wait for it. At this point, where do I throw my wallet? Nintendo, where do you want it? Where do you want me to throw my wallet?
Speaking of Cameron Ninja vanishing and not recording podcasts, as of the release of this episode, Pixels, Polygons, and Fun will match the episode count of An Arceus We Trust, which started months before this show.
Any other noteworthy things you want? Oh, the other thing that I'm a little bit iffy about it is why, I mean, I can understand it, but why are you locking one Pokemon specifically to the Pokeball Plus? Because there is no way that you can legitimately obtain Mew in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee unless if you buy the Pokeball Plus.
They want money.
I know they want money. I can understand, but for some people who can barely afford stuff like that,
dude, it's not Pokemon Let's Go and Pikachu Let's Go Eevee to them. It's Pokemon Let's Go give Nintendo all our money.
That is the episode title.
Yes.
Pokemon Let's Go give Nintendo all our money.
So anyway, yeah, we still have a decent chunk of time to fill out, huh? I'm pretty sure we do.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. For the first few episodes, we had a timer going. We've been constantly forgetting it.
Yeah, I do the same thing on my YouTube channel. Like, if you've ever seen my YouTube channel, and like the first half videos I did, I made a point to set a stopwatch so I could keep my videos around 20 minutes. But every episode, I'd be like, oh crap, I forgot to set the stopwatch every single time. And I just gave up.
But I know we recorded this about an hour ago, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe we're running towards our time. So if we are cutting it a little bit short to our normal hour, you guys, excuse me.
Well, no, we have extra time anyway.
Right,
so I can ramble on a bit longer.
Exactly.
We get an hour of extra time a month, so.
And, you know what? Let's go ahead and close out the topic. Final thoughts on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Pegasus.
If I get a Switch, I'm getting it. Straight up. It's still Pokemon.
Which version are you getting?
Eevee. I want an Eevee on my head wearing a hoodie. This is a necessity in my life now.
Well, normally when it comes to Pokemon, I generally play the new games on launch day with DJ. And that started with Pokemon X and Y. And if you know what, next time DJ comes on Pegasus, as much as I'm gonna hate you asking him, ask him about Dugtrio. And I'll leave it at that. I'm serious. Ask him about Dugtrio. I won't say anything more until he comes on the next podcast.
God dang it, now I'm gonna be curious. I'm gonna DM him about it.
Yeah, don't do that. I want your legitimate reaction on the podcast so the guys, our wonderful listeners, can listen. But I was talking with DJ, and we were going to play the game together on launch day, and he wanted Eevee. So of course, I am going to be going with Let's Go Pikachu. Because Pikachu is awesome, despite what our good buddy Cameron may say about Pikachu.
I feel like this episode is like the Cameron Memorial episode, because we're finally talking about a Pokemon. We're finally talking about Pokemon on Pixels, Polygons, and Fun, because Cameron's disappeared, so we can't do it on an Arceus.
But, alright, you guys, that about covers
What's funny is, I'm sure this is okay to talk about. I don't know if Cameron stands on it, but honestly, I don't care. Me, him, and Gingy recorded an episode that has yet to come out.
Well, who knows on that, but go ahead and cut the topic there,
about dragon types. I can't wait for it to come out and have the most outdated Poke News ever.
But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and cut the segment there. If this show is running a little low on time, speaking, if we're under an hour, you guys, we are sorry, and we will make up for it in the next episode.
Even if it is under an hour, I think we started at 8, 10.
I don't know, but that's it for the news. Pegasus, where can our wonderful listeners find you? But that will be our final segment, you guys. If we're running low on runtime, we are sorry. But Pegasus,
I honestly, legitimately thought you were about to say this is our final episode for some reason. I'm like, excuse me, hold on.
No, I will let you know. But point remains, Pegasus, where can our wonderful listeners find you?
You can find me on Twitter at PegasusTheGame1. I'm always open on our community Discord, and if you want to reach me personally, a good way to do that is DM me on Discord. That's the thing I check the most. So if you really need to reach just me personally, do that. I make YouTube content I almost said at PegasusTheGame1. That's my Twitter handle. I make YouTube content at PegasusTheGamer. I'm on some other podcasts. I am on In Arceus We Trust, a Pokemon-friendly podcast, which is currently on an indefinite hiatus, apparently. You can find that wherever podcasts are found. I'm also on a podcast called Ghost of Gaming Future, which can be found on the YouTube channel Ghost of Gaming Future. I will also soon be on a Ninja Turtles podcast called Cowabunga Cast. More news on that as it develops. That's it for finding me places.
All right, and you can find me at my personal Twitter at RagingGingy. You can follow the show on Twitter at PPAF Podcast. You can also email us directly for any comments, concerns, or topic suggestions at ppnfpodcast@gmail.com. And we're going to reiterate this again, you guys. We are now live on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify. If you guys could leave us a review on Apple, that would mean so much to us. We have yet to have a review, and more reviews will enable more people to find us. And if we can get more reviews, you guys, wow, I'm losing a train of thought there. We have surprises in the works for you guys. And then last little bit before we cut out for the episode, you guys, as of this recording, it is the 16th. I will be gone on vacation and I will be leaving Thursday morning, and I'll come back late Sunday afternoon. So unfortunately,
hold on.
Me.
You said Sunday. You're coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming back late Sunday.
Episode on Saturday? How are you going to record an episode on Saturday then? How are we going to do that, Gingy?
Well, if you'll let me finish. For
I was
episode
trying to
9,
do
you
a bit.
guys,
I was trying to do a
I
bit.
know you were.
Okay?
I know you were. But I know it's heartbreaking, you guys. I've been here for every single episode. Regrettably, I will not be able to be here for episode 9. As per our normal, we record on Saturday nights, and I would have at that point been at Disneyland all day long. So I will not be here next week. So Pegasus will be pulling the reins for episode 9.
Yep, I will. I'm going to reveal the special guest now because there's like a source material you can listen to hear like our chemistry together. So I'll talk about that. I will be bringing on a special guest who is quite like literally my best friend in the world. Goes on the name, his internet name is Atlas. And if you want to hear how we podcast together, we actually started a podcast together, which still only has one episode, unfortunately, called Fresh Baked Laugh Tracks, which you can find at freshbakedlaughtrackspodcast.weebly.com. So if you want to know what you're getting yourself into, there you go. And I'll give you a clue for our topic. I'll give you the same clue he gave me when we were discussing what our topic was going to be. And I totally got this wrong, and it was kind of funny. So here's what he said to me that was supposed to like get me to instantly get the topic. Bagel Netta. I was very confused, but you'll see what it means in the next episode.
All right, you guys, that is it. This has been the 7th episode of Pixels, Polygons, and Fun.
No, it hasn't. It's been the 8th.
What'd I say?
You said 7th.
Damn it. This has been the 8th episode of Pixels, Polygons, and Fun, a video game podcast where we talk about anything under the video game sun. I have been your host, Raging Gingy.
I have been the boy who dipped a cookie in pudding.
I've been your Chips Ahoy co-host, Becky. But anyway, you guys, we will see you next time.
Well, I'll see you.
We will see you next time. Come on now. All right, you guys. You have a good one.